Hello. So after watching the lecture, something that was somewhat new and kind of surprising to me was that in general music, the move towards music appreciation kind of took away from actively making music or, participatory music making. I see that a lot in my classes, now I'm at Buffalo, we have existing curriculum, and a lot of that curriculum is based on music appreciation and listening more so than actively making music and participating in music making. So things that related to my current teaching situation, something I also hear a lot is students complaining that general music doesn't connect to students' music that they listen to, or they don't find, a common kind of curriculum relevant to their lives today or the music that they enjoy. In my own teaching, I try and kind of create a curriculum that includes music that they do find interesting or that is relevant to them. But with a set curriculum, I do have to include things that they might not initially be interested in. So it's always my job to kind of tie it into their lives in a meaningful way. Something I really related to was the quote that you said, "Without clear learning objectives for secondary students, constructed curricula may result in a series of aimless activities characterized by a variety of approaches." I think, I've kind of bounced around. I've been in 3 positions so far in my 3 years teaching. And every year I kind of feel like I'm getting my footing and trying to figure it out. I haven't really been in one place long enough to get the hang of what I'm doing, so I kind of feel like that a lot, where I'm like, oh, I'm just floundering and kind of taking things day by day. So hopefully this course will kind of help me have a more clear, sequence of ideas and how to, implement those. I think the value of teaching secondary general music is to expose students to music that they might not have heard before, and maybe teach them to have an open mind about things that, not just music, but other things and cultures and stuff like that. Something that I have found valuable in my own teaching experience is that experience of giving students the confidence, or having students find that confidence in themselves to learn a new instrument. I taught guitar at my last teaching placement in 7th grade general music, and I saw lots of kids who in the beginning were like, I can't play a guitar, I don't even know, how to hold it, what do I do? And by the end they could play a few chords and they kind of had more confidence in their abilities. I also think the purpose is to give students tools to continue music making outside the classroom. I'm excited about this course because it seems like you do a lot of that in your own teaching, where you're, giving students tools to continue music making outside of the classroom, and, incorporating music that they enjoy and popular music and things like that. So I think giving students tools, with listening and also with creating, that they can kind of take those skills and use them outside of the classroom. My goals for this class are to create more concrete unit plans and more specific ways to implement them. I want to focus on my upper grade levels. Right now I teach K through 8, so creating more, concrete ideas and kind of lessons that cater to those students in a more meaningful way. Something I struggle with a lot with my older students and my younger students is that I don't always have a lot of resources to do the things I want to do with them. So a lot of the things I want to do, I kind of have to, adapt, or sometimes I feel like I'm watering them down a little bit because I just don't have, enough instruments. I have, 32 kids in my one class, and I have 18 drums. So, or not even 18 drums, I have 12 drums. So, sometimes it's 3 kids on a drum, or, 3 kids on an instrument. It doesn't always go the way I would like it to. So I need to kind of brainstorm and learn more maybe in this class about how to make use of my limited resources and instruments and kind of use them in the most valuable way. For my personal project, I want to do a songwriting unit with my older kids, or I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in my actual general music class, or maybe try and start a club. But I was an English minor, so I always read a lot of poetry, and I like writing, but I've never tried to put any of those to music. It's something I've just never done. I don't have a lot of confidence in my ability to do, so I'm going to try and work on some songwriting on my own, and hopefully that'll, inspire me to feel more comfortable doing that with my students next year.